What's up guys, Jesse Coyle here, another day, another video. Today a bit of a fun one. We're going to be looking at Chris Miller's top 4 racing results. A bit of a trip down memory lane. Chris, you probably know him from his videos and some of his vlogs and also running the Nero team, but he does have some elite racing results. So we're going to take it back and look at his top 4 results from his racing past. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 4 was the 2018 Tour of the Great South Coast in the National Road Series. It was stage 4, Casterton to Hayward. This was a stage where a bit of aggressive racing early on. They got around to the last 20k and there was a tax flying. Chris Miller got off the front of the bunch with a group of 3 others, including obviously Sam Hill. Those 4 rolled some turns to get to the finish, and Chris managed to hang on and get 4th in that NRS stage, which is the premier domestic racing series here in Australia. Let's take a look at the result sheet. This isn't some sort of state or club race. This is an elite field. If we look through some of the names here, we've got Michael Freeberg, obviously the ex-Australian road champion. We've got Jared Drisners, who now rides for Hagens Berman. We've got Sam Welsford, Australian track team at the Tokyo Olympics. Sam Hill, obviously now elite, probably one of the top riders in Australia at the moment. So a really stacked field, and Chris managed to grab himself a 4th on that stage, which was his top NRS result to date, and an extremely impressive stage. At number 3, we have the 2019 Tour of the Philippines, and it was stage 1 that ended in a hilltop finish. So the climb that this stage finished in was 12k at 5%, so a proper filthy berg in extreme heat. So how this stage played out, it was a bit of a dog's breakfast. I crashed, slid out, so I was sort of out of the stage. We had Jay Vine struggling in the heat, underperforming, and then Chris really saved the day on this one. So he managed to get himself in the main move of the day, the remnants of which got caught at the base of the climb. Chris managed to save some gas in his legs and held on up the climb and managed to finish 19th on this stage, so top 20 in a UCI 2.2 stage. And actually, besides Angus Lyons, who got 2nd on the stage, Chris was the next highest ranked Australian rider. And considering we had the entire Nero team with Sam Hill and Jay Vine, there was also Oliver's racing there. It was impressive that he was the 2nd rider out of the Australian riders on that stage. So a really strong result from him there. Coming in at number 2, we have Chris's win at the 2016 L'Etape Australia by the Tour de France. This is probably Chris's biggest result, biggest win in terms of exposure. A really tough event. The route back then finished up the top of Mount Kosciuszko at Perisher. So like a proper HC berg all the way up above 1,000 meters. And Chris managed to break away from the main group. Halfway up the climb, one rider went with him, he managed to drop him, and then Chris won the overall on that race, which was really big publicity and just a massive result, a super hard day, and Chris showed his climbing pedigree there. So a big result for Chris, and a big one to sort of start his YouTube career, I guess, because actually out of interest, this was Chris's 2nd video he ever uploaded to his YouTube channel, was him winning L'Etape in 2016. So I've put that one up there in spot number 2. And then coming in at number 1, I'm putting in Chris's 2018 and 2020 wins at the New South Wales Masters Road Race Champs. This is an event that Chris has a very strong history in, so he won the race in 2018 and 2020, both in really strong fashion. So in 2018, he managed to break away and bridge across to one other rider. They stayed solo, rolling some turns, and then Chris managed to drop that rider coming into the finale and got a nice solo victory, got to stick his hands in the air. And then in 2020, a similar thing happened last year, so he managed to break away with one other rider again, roll some turns, and then actually out-sprint this rider at the end of the race to take the win again. So really impressive. Some of the racing, the Masters racing, can be quite negative and difficult to get away. So the fact that Chris has shown on multiple occasions an ability to break away from those fields and go solo is really impressive. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing a video every day, hopefully. So we're going to keep the ball rolling on this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.